What's up, Summoners? How's it going? My name is Nathan Ng, and I'll be your host for our weekly news update. If you're out of the loop or need a refresher on the latest League of Legends news, look no further. I'll cover everything important or exciting that you need to know about. If you enjoy recaps like these or want to see that content that'll help you improve your gameplay, make sure you subscribe to our channel. That being said, let's get started with the video. Starting things off, we have to talk about the upcoming changes to the game. We typically include these in future videos, but we also have some accessory changes to discuss that go past champion balance. Of course, champion changes are also on the way, so make sure to stay tuned. But first, let's talk about the upcoming visual effects changes. 3 champions are up for some visual effect upgrades. They are Shaco, Orianna, and Leona. Beginning with Leona, her ability effects are going to emphasize clarity more than anything else. This includes a small cleanup to her passive to make it easier to recognize and a new ground effect for her Q stun. When using her W, Leona will glow, her shield will shine, and the damage portion will create a new explosion around Leona. Her E is expected to receive a new missile and root effects, while her ultimate will have a new cast, warning AoE, and impact. I especially appreciate the changes to her ultimate. It not only looks great, but makes the center and outer rings way more apparent. Aside from her base skin change, you can expect Iron Solari, Pool Party, Project, and Barbecue Leona to all receive some additional changes. By the way, these visual effects are live on the PBE, so if you want to main these champions, Riot is currently looking for some feedback. Hop onto the test server, give them a try, and let them know what you think. Moving on to Orianna, she's been in the game for quite some time. Moving forward toward the standard of gaming in 2022, there's some beautiful work coming up. The big changes are to her ball and the effects of Orianna's abilities. Her Q will cause the ball to change to a brighter color while moving, and her E shield will now provide an awesome visual effect. Her W and R will also be updated with new art, making her much more satisfying when played well. That being said, these changes will apply to her base skin as well as her Gothic, Zone Chaos, and TPA skins. Her other skins will receive completely new updates or be recolored from their base skin. I'm happy for the additional clarity, as this actually does have a noticeable effect on the gameplay. Speaking of gameplay, I know this video covers the news, but I'll quickly take a second to shout out our coaching staff at ProGuides.com. They've helped hundreds of students rank up, and I'm certain that they can help any player improve their gameplay. Anyway, back to the changes now. Shaco is also receiving some massive updates to create more clarity. His attacks will now have different effects based on whether they're front or back stabs, and will also include new critical strike effects. The change a lot of players are certainly going to be looking forward to is the change to his Q. His disappearing animation is receiving a reworked visual effect, intended to make it look similar to illusion magic. It'll also include a new hit effect. In addition, his W is up for some massive updates. There will be a new box placement effect, a subtle burst added once the effect is triggered to show off the range of the fear, and finally a new missile and hit effects. Next, his E and R are also receiving new visual effects. His E features a new slow, hit, and missile effect, while his ultimate has a new cast effect, poof, and explosion. At a deeper level, I'm sure that the added clarity from these visual effects will assist players and give them the necessary counterplay that they needed. Not being able to clearly identify abilities, especially in hectic teamfights, can easily win or lose them. That being said, it's the perfect time for me to ask you our question of the day. Which champions do you want to see receive visual updates next? Let me know your answers in the comments down below, and let's move forward with the new champion balance changes. In regards to balance, we have some exciting champions updates on the way. These are going to be the mid-scope updates. The recent Ahri and Janna reworks are good examples of how deep these changes will go. They're not complete overhauls of kits, their abilities are likely going to remain the same. However, we'll see some bits of utility or secondary effects adjusted. Personally, I think how they did Ahri was a great example and hope that for the next 2 champions. Speaking of which, the 2 champions are going to be Taliyah and Olaf. I don't know how many players are excited to hear this, but I think in terms of design, these 2 are reasonable choices. Olaf is a guy that's either ridiculously broken or practically useless. With his insane damage output and ultimate which allows him to ignore crowd control, he goes crazy when left unchecked. That being said, both he and Taliyah have been balancing nightmares because of how overwhelming they end up when slightly overtuned. I'm very curious to see what directions Riot decides to push them. I imagine Taliyah will possibly have some deeper interactions with her worked ground, or perhaps her unraveled earth. Although we don't have the details on these changes yet, it's been hinted by Riot August that Taliyah will once again find her way back into the mid lane. Hopefully she'll find her way home where she belongs. If any of you have any thoughts or predictions on what the changes are going to be, let us know in the comments down below. With Olaf particularly, they're going to have to get pretty creative given his simple kit. Moving forward, let me also talk to you about news regarding skins. What I'm genuinely happy to hear is that Riot has officially raised more than $5 million for support of humanitarian groups in Eastern Europe. This money was separated and split 3 ways between the International Medical Corps, Doctors Without Borders, and the International Committee of the Red Cross. Good on them, and this news is a refreshing breath of positivity. Also, the skins are pretty nice. In other news, we have some new set of skins coming up. New Arcana skins are on the way for Hecarim, Ahri, Ryze, Xayah, and Rakan. Another Ari skin, you might be asking, but the good news is that Rise hasn't received a skin in forever. In fact, a lot of these champions haven't. Even if you aren't a big fan, it's new content for champions who have been starving for some cosmetic upgrades. I personally think that they look great too, but that's just a subjective matter. Make sure to give those skins a look and consider purchasing some RP if you like them. Finally, the official Anima Squad 2022 event trailer has recently dropped. Make sure to check it out as you'll be able to see the new skins in action. The new skins are for Vayne, Jinx, a Prestige edition for her, Misfortune, Riven, and Silas are all on the way. The event is live and will not only feature these new skins, but it will also include a new battle pass, chromas, emotes, icons, and the return of One for All. Let the chaos ensue, and I look forward to seeing what crazy shenanigans summoners pull off this time. This event will end on May 2nd, so if you're a fan of this theme, get ready to start grinding. That covers our discussion on the skins, so let's wrap things up with another set of giant changes that recently went live. While this was actually introduced at the beginning of patch 12.6, I think it's something worth mentioning, and it's the new Mythic Essence system. Especially if you don't play the game often or don't read the patch notes, you might have missed the new Mythic content overhaul that dropped at the start of the latest patch. There are some other changes to loot and skins, but the main focus here is the Mythic Essence and the Prestige skins. Mythic Essence is the first step in Riot's master plan. Gemstones and Prestige points have been combined into a new single currency that doesn't expire. That is definitely good news, especially if you struggle to complete missions or you don't play that often. If your word gemstones or prestige points were previously earned, you can now earn a successor, Mythic Essence. If you haven't already logged in, make sure to do so before May 2nd. There's a new mission to celebrate the launch of the new system that will grant you 10 Mythic Essence, the equivalent of 1 gemstone. If you are hoarding your gemstones, you'll find that they were all converted automatically in your loot tab. The Mythic Essence drop rate for Masterwork chests have also gone up since prestige points are no longer offered alongside chest bundles. With this new system, you'll be able to use these rewards from chests to help you unlock both Hextech and Prestige skins. We've even got a new Prestige shop that features a rotation including other older Prestige skins. Mythic skins and accessories in the shop are set to rotate every 3 months or roughly every 6 patches. On the first Unvault, skins will cost 100 Mythic Essence and 125 for any future ones. That being said, the rotation of the next 3 months will be Ashen Knight Pike, the Ember Woken Chroma and the Summoner Icon, the I'm Coming For Ya emote, Hextech Annie, and Hextech Amumu. The following accessories will also be available year-round: Ashen Ward, Random Skin Shard, Orange Essence, and Blue Essence. So yeah, you can trade Mythic Essence for other currencies if these exclusive skins don't interest you, but I do recommend you save them up. If you've been following Riot's posts about this update closely, you'll also notice that the random skin option has been replaced with the Hextech chest and key options. Prestige skins from the past will also be available with Mythic Essence. However, they're going to be priced more expensively. They'll cost 125 on the first Unvault, 150 on the second, and 200 if they're either unvaulted 3 times or more. Since the system is new, Riot will unvault 6 Prestige skins for the next 3 months: Prestige Arcana Zoe, Spirit Blossom Teemo, Battle Queen Diana, Project Irelia, Pulsefire Thresh, and KDA Kaisa. However, after this 3-month initial launch, you'll only find 2 Prestige skins that will rotate out monthly. Finally, in regards to the Prestige skin system, Riot wants to commemorate the players who have owned these skins for quite some time. Exclusive editions of several Prestige skins will be given out to players who own them before patch 12.5 over the next month. Collectors are to be rewarded. That being said, if you want to get the most out of the future Prestige or Mythic skin debuts, you need to purchase them on their first rotation they're available. Limited edition loading screen borders and summoner icons will only be obtainable in the Mythic shop or event token shop during the skin's initial debut period. Afterwards, the skins will be available from loot drops or skin rerolls, but will not include the borders or summoner icons. This is the first step in a large overhaul. Make sure to stay tuned and we'll update you guys on the next phases of the Mythic content overhaul, which will include Prestige 2.0 and an upgraded battle pass. I'm fairly certain a ton of players will appreciate more rewarding battle passes. That concludes our latest weekly news update. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to answer our question of the day in the comments down below. With all that being said, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful day.